Roberts with 1WineDude.com. We are here today in my office because you out there in blogger world, you asked for more video from my blog. So here it is. I figured for my next installment of the Going Pro series, chronicling my foray into making money and taking this blog thing into the professional realm, that I would one, do a little bit more video because you wanted it, but two, talk about something more or less unrelated to wine, but was a big revelation for me in terms of pro blogging, if you will. And the big revelation was, if you want to get pro and get serious, then guess what? Your writing needs to get serious. And I don't mean serious in terms of a serious tone or changing your natural way of writing, but what I do mean is making your writing better and better and better. Earlier this year, I had a one-on-one with Louise Kiernan, who's a Pulitzer Prize winner, and she said, "Well, Joe, when you kind of go pro with this thing, what's the one thing you're going to do to up your game, essentially?" And I said, "I'm going to finally revise writing on 1WineDude.com. I'm finally going to sit down and have the time to actually do deeper proofreading, deeper revisions, really craft the sentences and paragraphs a bit more the way that I wish I had the time to do now." Which isn't to say I don't do it at all. And I do that a bit, but just nowhere near the level that I would like to. So I can't really wait for those moments. I'm going to be really stoked when I have the time to do that revision. I'm sure it will be painful, but I'm also sure it's going to pay off. So one of the reasons we're standing here in front of the bookcase with Bobblehead Ash and Ellen McCoy's great book, The Emperor of Wine, is not just to talk about writing. And if you're going to be out there and competing in a way in terms of wanting to get noticed in the same world as the Steve Hymoffs and RJ Wine Blogs and GoodGrape.coms of the world, you better up your writing skills. That competition is fierce, and the litmus test and the bar is just so high. You've got to be on your game. The other thing you can do is read. I'm amazed by how many people blog that tell me they don't read very often. They read blogs, but they don't read books and magazines. I honestly think that's insane. If you want to write, even if your writing style happens to be a real short snippet, picture, real short snippet, picture, real short snippet, picture. If you want to do that, that's great. Those short snippets need to be good. They need to be knowledgeable, they need to be well written, and they need to connect with an audience. One of the best ways of being able to do that and craft your writing is by reading, looking at what other people are doing, and woodshedding, essentially. You know, I'm a musician in my spare time. A little shout out to Steve Liberace Band here, my shirt. And our music usually graces the intros to these videos. And in music, it's not just about playing and playing and playing. A lot of times it's about listening, and in fact that's probably even more important for crafting what you want to do emotionally and mentally before you actually try and execute it physically. I think the same is true in sports, the same is true in writing. So really, one of the best things that you can do, and certainly something that I'm doing more and more of and going to be doing more and more of, is reading to help up my chops. So that's my first revelation. Nothing to do with wine per se, but does have to do with wine blogging. And next week I'm going to talk about the second revelation that I've had, number 2, but we'll save that one for next week, okay? In the meantime, if you'll excuse me, I got to do some woodshedding here, okay? Cheers.